because I think being undocumented, I always felt like I have to prove myself. It's so important now that I'm older, I can see that I shouldn't have been so hard on myself. But now, back then I didn't know anything else besides you have to continue proving yourself. Yeah, my name is Sharet Garcia, and I currently am a counselor in higher ed institution. I work for community colleges throughout California, and also I am currently the founder of Undocuprofessionals. I'm a consultant and career coach at this time. Yeah, no, when I think back about my roots and how I came to the United States, I always think back about my single mom that came to this country. I can tell you that I do not remember a lot of things about my childhood, but that particular moment when we were, crossing the border, I can never forget, that experience. I was just a child, around 9 years old. I was following my mom, who I really do think she was just trying to do the best for us, for herself, and trying to survive. So I knew we were poor. I knew that we were undocumented. And I immediately, started to help my mom very quickly, being the oldest sibling. When my mom got married again, my life changed a little bit more, and I became like the oldest sibling, and, decided that, education was something that could help me, because my mom really pushed that. And I decided, education was gonna be something that I wanted to do, that I valued, and I saw it as an investment maybe. I remember doing everything I needed to do in high school. I became an honors student. I graduated with a pretty high GPA. I applied to schools thinking that, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this, but I'm still gonna apply. It doesn't hurt to apply and to at least know what options I have out there. So I applied. I did get accepted to a few universities. The reality didn't hit me until I got those letters from the university that said I was accepted. And one of the counselors, when I met in high school, actually, I asked her, I said, I got accepted, as if that was the only thing I needed, right? And I remember she telling me, you're undocumented, so you're not gonna be able to afford this. I think that's when reality hit me after finishing my bachelor's, because of course you're undocumented. You can't just go into the workforce or transition going to the workforce very easily like that. And that's when I figured out that I really wanted to be in education. I wanted to help other undocumented students or first gen people of color, because I knew from experience how hard it was to even finish. Undocuprofessionals actually started after I decided, after having DACA, being in the workforce as a counselor for the first time in my life in my field. It came to me because I decided to go and pursue a doctoral program. And my research, even with my master's program, has been always around the undocumented community, because I've always wanted to go back and support or help in any kind of way the undocumented community. So I decided, I'm gonna go ahead and start something, so hopefully it can turn into a business, or it can turn into something where I can generate income without having to have DACA. So many different things kind of came together for me to create that. And I remember the first time that I brought the Undocuprofessionals to the community. I signed up to a conference to do a workshop. I had no mission on this Undocuprofessionals platform that I was really thinking about starting. And it was a lot of people came in, and they were highly interested. Yeah, no, I think ultimately, the growth of Undocuprofessionals has really been community building. And I'm just seeing so many people that I came across because of this platform, and the great things that we can do together, because I always say, like, I can go ahead and do or lead all these initiatives just by myself, but when we come together, we just create something so much bigger and better. And I'm just very excited to continue collaborating with more, to essentially continue fighting for what we all ultimately have in common, which is that we really do need a pathway to citizenship for the undocumented communities with and without DACA. So I think that's really powerful to me, to know that we continue to build despite having no resources.